it'd be so good.
Ooh.
How is everybody?
Hi there.
Alrighty.
What's up, buddy?
There is a way I could be better.
I'm sure. There's
If we
always
had-
some
if
way.
we had a meal. If we had a meal, it'd be really good.
Yep, not in the cards tonight. Unfortunately, we are down a Reese, but we are up everybody else. So
We don't even have a piece of Reese.
no, none of Reese's pieces.
Get out! Get out! Both of you.
Oh, dad jokes for the win.
Oh.
I had a really good one yesterday when we were at dance class.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was a total groaner.
I was listening to a slightly older episode of We Have Concerns yesterday, and they mentioned manticores.
I remembered that one.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, which we've all dealt with. Manticores, they show up. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't believe they exist.
In
Well, I mean,
tunnels
they leave
under
evidence
a
that doesn't
desert.
be there everywhere.
Yeah, they do. They just show up where they're not wanted. They're like racist family members.
Oh, Jesus. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Too real? Too real. I get it. It's too real.
I am blessed with little to no racist family members.
With
but-
little to no racist family members. Some of them might still be there, but not many.
Yeah. A
Awesome.
homeopathic amount.
Not after you're done with them anyway.
All right, so session 11. When we left off, Reese and Gregor had popped out of one frying pan and possibly into either another frying pan or a blazing inferno. We're not exactly sure. But somehow they've wound up out of their maze and into somebody else's.
Well, hopefully she'll take pity on us since, we're doing a job for her.
Right. Pity is the forte of the Night Hags. They're well known for their for not only their pity but their understanding. Also,
That sounds sarcastic.
also for eating children. It's kind of their bag.
Well, luckily, none of us are children. I'm only child-sized. I hope she knows the difference.
Tastes like chicken. This one does. Sorry. And the other three of you, after a battle which may have damaged poor Lahiris in serious fundamental ways.
And made Katsuo question things a little bit.
Yeah.
She is strong and unchanged, I promise you.
Nothing is different about
Nothing can shake
Lahiris.
her to the core like murdering for the first time.
Exactly. That it was a giant beetle demon doesn't matter. It was still a
It
living
was a
creature
life that was there and is not there anymore.
and has been snuffed out. The other three of you have gone the next morning to go and collect your absent companions, only to find yourself in the location that you know that Gregor's forge ought to be, but the street has changed. Like, you recognize some of the surrounding buildings,
Are we lost?
but
I do not know.
you're pretty sure that this is the right street.
Are other people commenting on it?
Shit.
What's that?
Like our other citizens on the street commenting on it?
Your regulars, maybe.
Could be.
Guys?
Like there's people walking by. Some people kind of like look at it questioningly. Some people just shrug. There's a couple of Dabis, which are the sort of custodians of the city. It looks like they're working on installing like iron grating over windows, because that's kind of a feature of the city. Like everything has like ornate ironwork everywhere.
To keep the fairies out.
To keep the fairies out.
Yes.
And by fairies, I mean the Blood War.
Yeah. You know. You do.
Well, guys.
I think we took a wrong turn, Lee. Yeah, we took a wrong turn.
No. I know this city pretty well, and because I know this city pretty well,
You got us lost.
Gregor has pissed off the Lady of Pain, and she has transported his shop, and I'm sure him, to somewhere else.
The who now?
The Lady of the Pain.
The shogun of this city.
Oh.
Lady of Pretzels.
All that.
The
Lady of
Pretzels.
Lady of
Her solidity.
Yes.
Yes. So we have a major problem here.
Well, we gotta go get him then.
Where has the shogun taken him? Those two fools, I should probably say.
You're the expert here, Lee. You
I
kinda
would
have
say
to-
I'm an expert. I just know when.
You're from around here.
Yeah, and Lee, you would be like well aware, like the things that it takes to warrant this kind of punishment. While it's like, oh yeah, this is the punishment that happens. Like everybody knows kind of how this works. Like,
Yeah.
you got to do something like, I don't want to say pretty bad, but something that puts
Extra special.
something that puts the city at risk. Is kind of the common wisdom of like what happens, right? Like somebody tries to let a god in or tries to take over the city, and she puts them in a prison and just sends them off somewhere else.
So basically, yeah, the Lady of Pain has imprisoned them somewhere else. There's not really a place that you could go to. It's her own special prison she's made. Nobody really knows much about. It had to have done something horrible, put the city in jeopardy. You said something about summoning recently, so that leads. Oh God!
I don't think they would do something like that.
No,
And something is kind of like rule number
Have
one
you
about
met
what not to
Gregor?
do.
Gregor's recklessness knows no bounds. I used a similar tactic with my students in Nihon. We called it time out. It worked with children. This
I don't think you are one to speak about recklessness, Katsuo.
This is more than a timeout. We need to find someone who might know anything.
We need to help them.
Understood. These fools have found themselves at on the wrong side of Her Serenity. Is that the title, Lee? She is owed respect, but respect and deference.
Well, we can find her and talk to her, and
Sorry.
You don't just talk to the Lady of Pain.
One does not address a shogun. One addresses their attendants.
okay, one of her handmaidens or something like that.
Good. To
these-
two in circles.
I was gonna say these Dabus
Supplies.
guys are kind of the only things that anybody ever sees like attending her. Like it's a whole lot of weirdness is really what it is. Like she'll just show up and shred somebody or maze somebody and then just be gone. So like yeah. It's not like she ever addresses anybody because she never speaks. How much do you need
Well,
to
I
say
don't
when
know
you
that.
can flay
I'm not-
somebody alive?
Really.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah. But for the audience.
Yeah, well, for the audience, mostly because you among you have exactly one native, and this is kind of things that are common knowledge. So
Hey,
these are
Greg
things that
is
you would
learning
know.
fast how to act like a native. What to do, especially.
Oh, you don't like that.
Oh yeah, that thing I just did.
Gotcha.
All right, so I guess I'll
We
go
need
and try to talk to one of these guys.
Okay.
We need to help him.
Yeah, like so there's two of them, and the Davis are kind of these weird like rail thin kind of things. They have almost not exactly monkey faces. They're like, you know how Thing 1 and Thing 2 look in
Yeah.
Cat in the Hat? They look kind of like that, but slightly more sinister.
Okay.
And their feet never touch the ground. In fact, it's not even clear whether or not they have feet. They've just kind of got these long robes. And then they, just float, and they don't even really make any noises, like aside from the sounds of tool work as they're installing these grates. But they notice you approach. And one of them turns towards you and looks at you expectantly. And as a native, you know that this is kind of like it's going to be an odd interaction because they don't have a language. They speak in rebuses.
They speak in what?
Rebus, the puzzles where it'll show like
okay.
just a handful of pictures and you have to sort it out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and they just
So they're Cubert.
kind of.
Or does it look like they're swearing?
No, it doesn't look like they're swearing. Well, except maybe if they swear. But it takes a certain amount of interpretation.
Do they have anything shiny on them?
Aside from their tools, not really. Their clothes are fairly plain, and like they look, as far as you can tell, identical.
Excuse me, good morrow, good sirs. I do a slight bow.
Yeah, and one of them sort of inclines its head towards you.
Our friends seem to have gotten into some trouble, and we do need to find them. Do you have any idea where we might start looking?
They kind of look at each other for a moment, and one of them looks at you, and you see like a handful of images kind of form in the air between the two of you, and you can pick up right away that it's sort of a question. He's asking if are you talking about the blacksmith? Like it shows a picture of like a horseshoe and a hammer and some fire and a question mark.
Yes, that would be the one. He's a bit rash and headstrong.
Driven. He's very driven.
Those are pretty pictures.
they are.
How do you do that?
And like it looks somewhat almost like it's apologetic. And some more pictures float up, and it just like it's not even a whole like.
So it's a sympathy card.
No, because like there's a pause, and then the only picture that shows up is that iconic like Lady of Pain face, just the impassive face with the blades around it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like you know what that means. That's like we're sorry, your friend stepped on some toes.
There must be some way to rectify this situation, no?
And they're what he like. You don't even see any pictures. He just kind of gives you the like. What do you mean? Shrug.
My friend's an ass. I understand this. He does stupid things to try to get back his daughter. Unfortunately, we need him. Is there been anyone who came out of the prisons?
They look taken aback for a minute, like that's not a question people ask. And like they're looking back and forth between each other, and you get the sense that they're probably talking to each other. And however they do it is not the way that you talk to each other. And then like kind of look back at you and like shake their head. But you get the sense that they're probably not telling the whole story.
Please, his daughter's soul depends on him. It's in a lower plane that it should not, for no fault of her own or his own. He has been driven mad by this and only wants to free her. Please, there must be something you can tell us.
So is your intent here to get them to tell you somebody who's escaped before, or what are you trying to get out of them?
Trying to get a contact because
Okay.
I wouldn't want to put them in a bad position.
Sure.
Also, they talk in pictures.
They do talk in pictures. And that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I knew what you were looking to get out of this. How about we'll say Ob3 persuasion.
I would like to help.
Okay.
How?
With persuasion also.
Well, okay, but what do you do?
And well, ideally, and it would be this Smith is not from here. He is foolhardy, ignorant, but not malignant, not intentionally harmful.
Okay.
A good lesson could be learned from this, but if he does not survive, there is no lesson to be learned.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's totally worth a helping die.
Is Lahir's gonna help?
I'm trying to figure out how I can sing, because I don't think I could sing.
No.
I could use seduction, but I don't think that'll help.
I was going to say persuasion is appropriate.
Elves and their fucking seduction.
I am learning persuasion, so I can't help with that. I have falsehood. I could be like,
yeah. Do you want to lie to the Dabbis?
I don't think I want to. I think that's maybe the wrong direction. I have oratory and conspicuous. Brawling, I could hit him.
Well, I mean, you have an audience. I guess the question is what do you do? Like,
I could. Okay, so I'll help a bit by the stories, I guess the words that you're already using. I will, I guess, flower it up and make it sound more pressing, more urgent, more needed.
okay.
And so I'll use oratory.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, totally. So it's Ob3. If you succeed, they'll they'll point you in the direction of somebody that can help. If you fail, they'll point you in the direction of somebody that can help that you won't like.
Okay. So I'll spend a persona. All right, so 2 modifiers for helping dice, 1 persona, and
Ob 3.
3. 5 successes and 3 sixes.
Nice.
A log a difficult test.
Everybody gets to log some tests. Dude. Everybody that's not Gregor, because he's not there.
I'm
I
in
get to
someone
log
else's
oratory.
names.
So that's 3 on 5, so that's a routine.
Yep.
3 and 4 is a difficult.
Routines are good.
Routines can be the hardest thing to get in this game sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I had to beat up on easy people for a while.
so yeah, like there's that beat after you've kind of explained your position where like you see their resolve kind of waver, and one of them sort of floats down to more or less your level, and I say he, it could be a she, it's impossible to tell, projects this image, sorry, bonk, in the air in front of you, but it's very small, like just big enough for you guys to sort of be able to see it, because clearly he doesn't want anybody else to hear what he's telling you. Well, how else would you do it if you spoke in pictures, but make the pictures very small so you can whisper?
Yeah. He doesn't want anyone else to touch what he's letting us smell.
Exactly.
Sir, could you
Can
you say
enlarge-
it bigger, please?
So here's
Can you
this is
embiggen
fine.
your words?
Can you say it bigger?
Hold on, let me get my
Well, here's-
bifocals.
We're okay.
Says the Perception 7 elf.
So it shows you this this series of pictures, and it's not super clear because it's a little more involved than the stuff that he'd been saying before. But you get the impression that it's some kind of fiend. Like it shows a picture of this sort of green winged monster thing, and then a like a side of beef and a knife, and not like a butcher knife, but like a carving knife. So it looks like some sort of thing from the lower planes, and it's a meat carver or a butcher or something along those lines.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we're gonna run into King Leoric at the end of this act. It's
I mean-
not gonna be good.
If
Bad.
and that's like that's kind of what you get out of it. Yeah. And then he sort of points like in the direction of you Gregor, your shop was in the lower ward, yes?
Yes, sir.
The artisans ward. Kind of points in the direction of the hive.
Okay.
Lower than the low.
And you know, he steps back and kind of makes like waves his hands like pay attention, and then shows a couple of pictures. The last one is a skull and crossbones. You get the idea that he's probably saying that it's dangerous. Like, yeah.
I bow even lower than I did before. Thank you, good sir.
And
Kurt bow.
And it sort of puts a hand on your shoulder and looks back at the section of street that it's working on because it's gone somewhere else. And kind of gives you that like, I hope you find what you're looking for look. And then grabs its hammer and tools and
cue big cat eyes of thank yous.
yeah. Well, they can understand when you talk.
No, I know, but I already did the bowing. But you know,
Yeah.
still, everybody needs a little giant cat eyes.
That is true.
I am going to give him a blue rock that I got on that wood island with the fire tower. I have that in my pocket. I'm going to give him a blue rock.
Oh yeah, and like kind of looks at it and raises an eyebrow and
It's for you.
kind of looks and then looks down and you see that it doesn't have any pockets. And it kind of takes it and sets it on the windowsill of the window it's working on and gives you this like weird tight-lipped little smile.
Does it have a tool bag?
Yeah, there's one kind of like hanging on like on another piece of ironwork.
I will just like point like one pinky feather towards it. like I make eye contact and just like one feather comes up. Just like
Yeah.
beep.
Shrugs and he's like, but drops it in there. It's fine. And then goes
Kind of insulting.
goes back to its work. Like one of them's holding up this iron grate and the other one just starts like hammering on this side of the wall.
Cool.
Okay, to the hive.
To the hive. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
in
Happy Fun Town.
very much not in the Hall of Justice.
Yeah.
So there's a very important thing that I have to deal with before we go any farther. Gregor, you've taken a light wound from
Yes, sir.
the razor vine. Reese did not. Reese took a midi.
Oh no.
I want to double check. Yes, B6 is a midi wound for Reese.
it'll roll up to severe, but then stop bleeding at least.
Yes. Dang, he's got a health of 9. Jesus Christ.
Ow.
Probably just answered the health questions well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And he's not out yet. But he is he is kind of like huddled down on the ground, like just because like tearing those razor vines out wasn't just like, ow, this hurt my hand, like you're grabbing rose vines. Like it slices up arms, it slices up faces.
Yeah.
Like this stuff was insidious, and he's just kind of like hunched over, and like his hands and arms are just bleeding all over the ground.
And Marta is in her hag form in front of us.
Yeah, and she's kind of sitting in the center of this garden of razor vine and
Of giant Jack the Beanstalk
yeah,
sized razor
just
vines.
black.
Thorns probably the size of a man.
So some of them, yes. And she kind of looks at you and looks at him and says, you know, he's not a dying yet.
And Gregor kind of just gives a grin as blood drips down his face. He says, but other than that, you know, our job view is going great.
and she says things going as well as can be done. But now you'll find yourself here. Sprung you, I did.
You let us out with your needles, the sound of your needles.
She says there's always a way out of any cage. Sometimes you just have to make an extra.
Shit. Is he midi or severe right now?
He's midi. Yep, he needs to be taken care of before the end of the session, or else it rolls up.
I obviously can't help him, but while he's kind of talking to Marta, he's gonna take off his own tattered shirt and attempt to wrap at least the worst of the bloody wounds.
Okay. Sure.
I won't get anywhere on it, but I mean,
Well,
it's what Gregor would do it, just because.
Right.
And as he's doing that, he looks to Marta and says, "Is there a way out of this cage?"
And she grins, and there's a kind of a wicked gleam in her red eyes. She says, "A way out? There's always a way out. There's always a key, and there's always a price." So if you want to treat him,
I'm guessing it's just field dressing.
yep, field
Something-
dressing. Ob 4.
What's field dressing rooted in?
That's a good question. Field dressing is rooted in perception.
Okay.
So you're at this is beginner's luck for you.
Yeah, I won't get a test because I'll probably fail.
At double ob.
And it's difficult perception, so
It's difficult perception. Do you have a traveling pack on you?
no. The only thing I've got are my clothes and my shoes.
Oh, sweet. So not only that, but you don't have your appropriate tools either. Ouch.
Is that up to odd by one?
No, it doubles it. Having
So
no
it adds
tools
four
for
again, basically.
yeah. So it's
So I want to say base ob 6.
it
Field
would be
dressing requires tools.
yes. Yeah, it requires traveling gear.
If I fail, I can't get him to stop bleeding until So
Right,
I won't be able to- yeah.
Yeah.
It won't automatically fail anything. It won't up anything yet. But
Yeah,
can't.
I mean, you can wrap it and know that you're not going to help. Like that's totally fine if you don't want to.
That's what I'll do.
Okay.
I mean, it's just. I don't need to roll. I'm just saying he's just doing something to do something.
Okay. Yeah.
And he kind of looks. Okay, so he kind of looks at Marta when she says there's a price, and she smiles, and I'm like, and what is the price?
She says that. Well, that all depends on you, child. And she kind of.
Gregor's face has zero patience left. Like no fucks given, zero patience. Like blood everywhere. I just looked at the lady who put you here, so I'm not looking at you with any kind of, there's just kind of like, whatever, just tell me,
Right.
kind of thing.
And her needles have stopped at this point, and she looks at you and she's like, "You seem uncomfortable seeing me like this. I'll make it a little easier for you." And she sets her knitting down and stands up and takes a few steps towards you. And you can see the trail of vines coming out from under her skirts, which are just ragged, just rags.
Yeah.
and like she gets a little bit closer, and like you look down at Reese as you tie up like one of your sort of makeshift bandages, and when you look back at her, it's not the hag, but it's Ilsa standing there.
He steps back and says, "You take her face off this second."
And she's like, "Not to your liking, then. Perhaps somebody more becoming." And it's Lahiris standing there.
Better.
But is it really Lahiris? Because that would be
it's
weird right
it's
now. I'd be
it's
like,
definitely not, especially
oh, God.
given
this has been a really bad day.
the thorny like the clothes change, but the vines still crawl out from underneath them. And she says, I saved you because you're an investment. You and your friends.
Thank you for that. Why a price for you to help us get out of your prison?
Yeah, and she looks and says, "Name something that comes for free."
God damn it! This is a fucking riddle. He says very few things. That's true.
She says, Nothing comes for free. You don't have to worry about riddles from me, child. It's not your answers that I'm interested in. She says, I need you. I need you and your 2 friends and your 3 friends. Because I need revenge.
Revenge against who? The lady?
she kind of chuckles. No, that poor woman will get. She has all the suffering in a cage of her own making. I tried to free her once, you know. Tried to release her. I did, and she kind of looks around and you see what thanks I got.
Yes.
She
so
says,
what is it going to take for me and my friend here to get back where we need to be?
Promises. True promises.
Of
you. You know the truth now. And she like she shifts. It's not even like a it's instantaneous. You don't even notice a change. One moment you're talking to Lahiris, and the next moment it's back to the night hag. And she says, hired you under pretense, I did. And she like kind of jabs a finger into your chest, but got yourself into trouble. Ravel can get you out. Ravel knows the ways out.
And what promise do you want of us?
She says,
not to tell people who you are?
Bah! Everybody who cares knows who I am. Nobody who cares.
Do they know Market was you too?
There's lots of me's. I grow where the vines grow. Not all the me's know their me's, but some of them. have ideas, but I see what they see.
Very well. What's your price?
It's very simple. Your word. Your word that my needs are above all others.
And what are your needs?
I told you, boy. Revenge. I asked a riddle of someone once. He was a dear man. I asked a riddle of him, and he escaped needing to answer.
This Cade?
She grins, and it's hideous. And she says, "Smarter than you look, boy."
And he kind of looks down at this cover, like dry, crusty Esme blood in his hair and shirts, and on chest, and like his blood just over everything else. He's just, well, that's more credit than I deserve at the moment, but thanks.
Agreed.
I look at Reese. Does he look willing to make this deal, or is he totally out of it?
Yeah, he's pretty out of it. Like he's not unconscious, but he's also kind of in not super rough shape. I mean, it was only a midi wound, but it's looking like it hurt him a lot. And he's got kind of a weird look on his face. She and the hag looks down at him, and he's like, "Don't you look at us like that."
Well, as you said, nothing is free, but prices are always fluid.
She says, Your word of servitude is all I ask."
With a caveat. As long as it does not hinder or interfere with my quest for my daughter.
She and like she kind of leans forward, and she says, "What care I for one more soul in the plains?"
And then I kind of lean into her and I say, "How far will your revenge get without the two of us?"
She says, "Are we? How far do you want this to go, Matt?"
Well, at the very least, a haggle roll. When discussing prices, always haggle. That's my
I know.
I love that Neil's going to come back and he will have been roped into some deal. And he's not going to know for 2 weeks.
So I want to make it very clear what she is after here. She wants you to prioritize her desires above all others,
including some kind of like geas tied to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if we're dual a witzing, then I want to give her my word I will do the best I can, but without an actual magical geas.
Okay. Are we doing this?
Let's fucking do it.
All right.
Do you want to go back to them for a little bit and then come back for the duel of wits?
Yeah. Let me move things around. Boop. Check that out. Now you can see all the scripting sheets. Yay!
Fancy pants.
I can't.
What? I can't see the scripting sheets. What
I
is
know.
that?
That's because you're not in a duel of wits.
Oh.
Magic. So yeah, back in Sigil proper, the three of you have kind of found your way to the hive. It's not hard. All you have to do is follow the smell and the beggars, and eventually you manage to get your way down there. And it's rough and unpleasant. Kind of overlooking the whole area is the monolith that is the mortuary, like just sort of casting its shadow over this entire ward. And there's like people going by with bodies on carts, and the worst kind of prostitutes of all. Everything that the Plains has to offer is on offer somewhere.
Yep.
But I'm not dead yet.
I feel like, in a place like this, needs a little cheering up. So
Oh,
I
dear.
take out my flute.
Ugh. Okay, flute. Good. Not. Oh, I sing. Aw.
Drawing
do this
attention to
again.
ourselves. That sounds.
And then I just put the flute back away.
As you put it down, like a man kind of runs by you. Doesn't interact with you, just like runs across the street in front of you, and he's just barking like a dog, and like runs off down the street.
Hey, Joe. What, Joe?
Yeah, I don't know. Even the
All right,
barking
so-
man just doesn't make me happy.
You are not yourself, Lahiris.
Indeed.
You have told me how long you've lived. You've told Lee. But it seems to me that the life you lived has been spared of certain experiences, certain harsh realities. One of which you've been shown recently.
Yes.
I don't know of your people. I don't know what Lee has seen, but we all bear burdens. My people will never live as long as you have now, or half as long as you have now. Our time is short. But
Katsuo. I would, if I were you, stop talking. Your words, your actions, they have tainted me. You and Lee. You have made horrible decisions in your life that seem so simple and flippant, and that has affected me. So I wish you to taint me no longer, and please do not speak.
Listen, you joined in the fight. We all defended ourselves. Bad things happened. If you want to, you can leave. Personally, I want to keep the group together, but if you all continue to act like reckless children, I can do nothing for you.
if I did not care, I would have done nothing.
Now enough speeches. Let's find a butcher.
No, this is not over, Lee. Lahiris is not in the right of mind to go where there is a demon who is a butcher. This needs to be settled.
We need to find this demon.
And I'm afraid what will happen
make things right.
What's happened is not your fault.
I will help you in that regard. I will stay with you to right the wrongs that you have done.
And he'll like move up right next to her because I mean she's way taller than him.
I'm stepping back. I'm like,
and look at her again and say, "It's not your fault."
Stay back, beast.
Seriously?
He'll his head will fall a little bit.
Out of character. I'm really trying to twist the knife. Sorry. So,
yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I really want you to feel really bad about yourself, Katsuo. So anyway.
So how far are you going?
I want to take this to dice. And what I want to try and accomplish is with a persuasion. I want to persuade Lahiris that while she may have joined in, it was not her fault. It's whether she did something about her predicament or she died.
Can you do that though? That's how I think. I mean, you can persuade me to do something.
You can't change their mind. Yeah,
I can persuade you to say it may not have been my fault, but you pushed me to it. To his goal is to get the blame off of you, because my belief is to help you cope with the torment of taking a life in defense of your own.
So why do we need dice?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, you don't. And that's
and that's the thing. Like number one, because here's the thing. It really sounds to me like you're trying to make me believe something, and that's just not how the dice work, from what my understanding.
Well, I guess if I mean you can get
Lahiris you want me to simply say the words?
I mean,
he's trying to get you to, because you're obviously been out of shape, right? Lahiris
yeah.
I'm having problems coping with this. He's trying to help you cope.
Yeah, but what he's saying is you can't just change his mind.
Okay, so my intent is to help you cope. The method with which you cope, I think, is the interesting part.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Well, okay. Well, let me ask this. What do you want Katsuo to do? Like, what's your intent here?
I want Katsuo to shut up. I want Katsuo to stay away from me because he has tainted me. Like not like run like separate us, but I just want him to be like, quit being my friend now because you're not my friend.
you made me do bad things.
Yeah, basically
that's feel bad.
Like, you're just the Birdman I live with.
That's right.
Like everyone does. The Birdman they live with, but you're a bad Birdman.
Okay, so Katsuo, do you maybe want to have her leave this open for discussion at a later point? I mean, I don't know. Is there a conflict here? Is this something that's resolvable here, or?
I think that if, I feel like this is very similar to the breaking down of Katsuo's belief in the tenets of Nihon. That, in this, he's had this conversation with student after student after student in his past, right? They kill someone on the battlefield, and they have this shame, this grief. and he's helped them through it in different ways. And he's trying to do this to someone who's 3 times his age. Actually,
Right.
more than that.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Lahiris is like 8 or 9 times his age.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
140 years
She,
old.
she
Okay,
should,
you're only.
should she know better? Like, does she just need
I
to
mean,
grow the
I'm
fuck up?
I'm kind of a youngster though for an elf.
No, he's starting with the soft hand. Because
Okay.
it's obvious she's never killed before. And to just be a dick isn't benevolent, right? That isn't one of the tenets of what he is. Because you can always get dickish later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We can get there.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if he's just saying go away and you're going to be like, no, you just need to.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
like,
not. We're going to talk this out. And I'm going to be positive about it, but I'm not going away.
Right. I guess the
So
question
basically-
is this a conflict then? Like
I'm saying go away and you don't want to. That might be the conflict.
right. And that's fine. Except that if there's not really two like actions that the two of you want from each other, there's no point in going to dice because
Yeah.
rolling against a static ob with another player kind of sucks. Yeah,
because they have no agency.
exactly. So like, it's either a versus test where both of you want something out of the other one. Like, this can totally be left hanging. Like, obviously there's some fuck upness here going on.
We can maybe leave it hanging and like let
Okay.
it simmer for a bit.
Yeah, like that would be my thing. Like, let it simmer
Say
for a bit.
back off.
Wait until it's an issue, and then we'll kind of see.
I think it's going to become an issue.
You
Please
think?
make it.
Oh yeah. I have a belief to make it an issue, so don't worry about that.
So, with that kind of hanging in the air, what are you guys doing now that you're at least in the right area?
I'm letting Lee lead because
Yeah.
she knows what the hell's going on here, and she did all the talking.
Lily lead.
I'm looking
The
for a butcher.
leader.
All right.
Just letting that one go.
Yeah. Just ignore it and it'll go away.
You were an urchin, right? Lee?
Yep,
Sweet.
certainly was.
Where is that skill? This is so tracking down the right place is going to be a streetwise test.
Okie dokie.
Ob2.
Gonna use 2 persona.
It is Ob2.
I have a B1 streetwise.
Sweet. If you fail, that's not the right character sheet. And not the right character sheet does not help me at all. What?
And I don't think either one of them can help, can they?
Oh, I'm not seeing any skills I've got to make any sense for Streetwise.
Orienteering, appropriate wises.
Observation.
Not really. There's nothing super hidden around. You're not looking for a
Just-
hidden thing. Just
It's just knowing.
I
yeah.
really
Yeah.
don't have anything. I'm a fish out of water here. I really
you
can't help.
are a fish out
Yeah.
of water.
Forks, inconspicuous, and orienteering, of which I have neither. I have demonology, which is not going to help yet. Or would it? Because we are looking for a demon thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that'd
I mean-
be more like knowing.
Oh,
Like
it
the
smells like
summoning.
sulfur. It's this.
Yeah.
You know what? If maybe you're looking for some, like, there's a lot of different kinds of demons and fiends. You could be going by the image that the Dabbas showed you and looking for that specific kind of thing. And demonology would help there.
It might also be a profession because it showed that I was the, like look for a butcher's shop.
Right.
I mean, demonology is the study of the history and behavior of demons and devils. It's an academic skill that does not necessarily involve summoning. Like identifying spirit activity as opposed to a magic or prank, a type of spirit, a type of summoning, a spirit's price, or a power, its power and abilities.
Right. For the purposes of this, I would say not just spirits, but actual. Okay, that's fine. So if you if this is failed, then you're gonna be running into some uncomfortable territory.
Okay, so did you say you could help with demonology?
He said he wasn't feeling it, so.
Okay.
I mean, if it makes sense that something I could contribute about what this thing is leads you to where it is, then yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, you saw a picture of it. You could be looking for a very specific type of creature. That's
like, oh, if it's green, it's a bone devil, or
right.
I mean, that's kind of keeping it. I mean, if Haley, if you think it makes sense in the way that you're phrasing, finding where we're going, all for it. But if it's even kind of shady, I'm not test fishing. I want it to make sense in the fiction that Katsuo is actually helping, because I'm tied to the failure consequence anyway.
I mean, I guess if there's multiple butchers in this area, but one of them happens to be obviously the freaking green demon, then yes.
I would say if it's okay, so we saw meat, we saw demon, maybe it's a specific type of bean. Like I said, they're super fresh or putrid. And then the knowledge of like, oh, it's this, we're going to be looking for like really fresh meat. So if you smell it even kind of funky or hear any flies, we're out. That's not the place we're looking for. Valid help?
Yeah.
Sweet. I had 1 die for that.
Yep.
Okay, 1 die, 2 persona, and it was a base ob 2.
Ob 2.
Wow.
So their dice count towards the dice pool, right?
Yes.
Sweet. 2 successes, damn.
Sweet. I got a difficult for demonology.
And I got a routine, which means that bumps up to 2.
Nice.
Sweet.
Ding.
You learned something.
Awesome. Successful. So, yeah, it takes a little while of wandering around in the hive and managing to sort of stay out of the way of what looks like the armored like harmonium guys that act like city cops, like getting in, roughing up some poor people, like they do. But eventually, like you kind of stumble into a ramshackle like row of shops, and as you're looking at the like shingles over the doors, you realize that what the Dabbas was showing you was not a butcher shop. What it was showing you was flesh and carver. Which you actually do find. There's literally just it's a sign. It's written in more or less common, but it just says flesh carver over the top of it. It's not even really like, it's not even a store. It's kind of one of those tent stalls. and there's this big winged green creature that that looks your way as you approach. And he smells like one of us. And two are not us.
Well, you're mostly right.
And he says, "Come to get some work done, have ya?" And sort of like as he shifts out of the way, you can see that his stall, like, he has these just super intricate like all like body modification work, tattoos, brands, scars, like all of them are intricate. Some of them approach being beautiful, but I mean, this thing, Katsuo, you helped. You recognize this thing as it is full on demon. It's actually it's an Abishai, which you may call them something else in your land. I don't know. But yeah, like this thing is
one of these things. Okay.
Yeah. You notice that that those designs are not on leather. They are, well, they might be, but who knows what kind of leather, and who knows what kind of condition they were in when they were removed.
I will stand there with a stern face, but otherwise let Lee lead the way.
I'm taking the back seat on this one.
How about we get straight to the point? I'm looking for someone who may have gotten into some trouble with the Lady of Pain.
Well,
His shop seems to have disappeared. We all know what that means.
means your friend fucked up. That's what that
He
means.
does that. But we kind of need him, so...
Huh.
A little birdie told me you might be someone to talk to.
And he says, "Not many come to talk to me about these sorts of things."
Oh, well.
Why?
That's my character as well, laughing.
Okay.
Yeah. He like his fangy snout gets close to you, and he goes, "Do I look like the kind that likes answering questions, little morsel?"
At which point,
smell innocent.
as soon as there's like the
I'm
smell,
not.
there's like one little bird step, just like a little closer to him.
It's like, I am not innocent. I have killed.
No, that's him.
Cute.
That's
Oh,
him.
that's cute. That's so cute.
Yeah, he's just like,
Katsuo's trying not to lose it. Just like,
I'm not laughing in character. I'm just like completely straight face. I mean it. I have killed.
So are you gonna sit here and try to intimidate us, or are we going to talk?
nah, we can talk. You want to break into a prison? I can break you into a prison.
And how exactly is that?
How do you get anywhere in this city? All you need is the right key. But it's a lot easier to get in than it is to get out.
Fair enough.
And I can only guarantee one way.
Can you open a portal out?
You want to get in? I can get you in. It's a one-way trip.
And
I thought
what will it
the
cost?
I thought the Abishai had keys, knowledge of portals, the ability to open one from which something could escape a prison, but not enter.
He said, he says, I escaped from mine. They're not meant for people who don't belong in them. You want to get into someone else's prison? I can get you in. You want to get out? You're at the mercy of the Queen of Blades.
I had to write this belief that way, son of a bitch. I must help these fools to learn from their error by helping them escape this predicament.
So, I assume you aren't gonna just let us in for free. It doesn't tend to be the way. Unless you're feeling generous.
He says, honestly, it's no skin off my ass if you want to get into someone else's maze. It's unlikely that you're coming out anyway.
Oh, beautiful. In that case,
You want keys? I can give you keys.
yes, please.
And he says, I mean, of course there's a cost. I just ain't gonna charge you nothing. And he kind of reaches around behind him, into what you can only assume is his equipment, and he pulls out one of those like leather roll cases for tools, and rolls it out, and it looks like a fucking murder kit. Like there's just like there is nothing in there that doesn't have a blade or a needle or a hook on it. And,
I mean,
and
there's not like a little like salad tongs.
no.
Like they're not sharp. They're very dull. Like one conspicuously out of place thing.
Just rubber duck. Just
A nail file.
Yeah, a nail file.
So, what cost are you referring to? Then?
He picks up a particularly wicked looking instrument, and he goes, "Blood. What else? Where do you want it, and who goes first?"
And are we just being sent to any prison, or?
He goes, "You got something of your friends?"
Of course we do.
Sure. Who has something of Gregor's?
I would
I mean-
assume. Well, who is staying at our house or at my house?
I mean, yeah, like I'm sure that there's something that.
Oh,
we
you
can-
have the dagger. He made it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right.
Oh, you do. I forgot about that. That's awesome.
Me too.
Uh,
Well, he made this.
and he goes, yeah, that will do nicely. Yeah, and he's like, well, hand up a body part. Come on.
All right. I give him my left hand.
Yeah, and like he
Wiggle my pinky.
he holds your hand out, and he looks like directly into your face, and he's just like, This ain't gonna feel good, love.
Yeah, I know that.
And
We have
then
shit to do.
and then he takes Gregor's like the dagger that Gregor's made you, and like puts it into your hand so that you're clutching it, and he holds your hand down to the table. And he takes this blade and then just starts like carving into the flesh on your arm.
What is this, a steel test?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and I think that'd be steel for us watching that.
For pain.
Is it a roll or just a steel test at the end of the session?
It'll no, it's
Situational.
no, it's pain. This is pain
For
right
her.
here.
For her, but not for us. So us would be situational.
Well, we're gonna have to do the same thing too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So we'll go ahead and roll steel for pain. I will give you an advantage die.
Yay.
Yeah, like once he pulled that out, you knew it was going to hurt. You just didn't
Yeah.
know how much it was going to hurt. Yeah, +1 for feeling safe with a group of friends and allies. Yeah, because you guys are all in this together.
Okay, Lee.
It's gonna be all okay. So if you fail, then we're gonna have to figure out hesitation, and we will have to figure out exactly what that means. So you guys are welcome to do that as one by one he starts carving. Basically scarifies like a hand.
Okay, so
a
he's
wrist.
just carving. He's not actually taking it like a.
No, he's not taking a body part away. He's basically giving you a tattoo. And
Okay, cool.
this tattoo is going to be the key that gets you into Gregor's prison.
Got it. All right, so what's oh wait, never mind. That's
Can
my
you put it right
hesitation.
here?
Okay, I think I've got
Yeah.
Bink.
At the end,
We can each choose a different place.
yeah. Ooh.
So yeah, that fails. So
Okay.
can I just swoon into the prison?
Well, you can certainly swoon. Absolutely.
'Cause I think that makes the most sense here. Really,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
just gonna kind of faint.
The rest of you
Just
can.
like collapse into a puddle, just like "Bleh," into a portal.
That would be hilarious.
Now you're
Now-
thinking with portals.
Now
Yes.
you're fainting in portals.
Yes.
All right, you want to go next,
Yeah.
Freddy, or you want me to?
Whichever one. Whichever
I'll go
one of you
next.
wants to go next.
I look at Katsuo right in the eye,
It's still a fucking challenging test, though. God damn it.
and then we go to this guy, point at my left cheek.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, you're taking it right in
Oh
the
my-
face?
This has turned into Lahiris' version of Get Hard.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
And
Matt,
Glover's-
you're muted, aren't you? Okay. Yeah,
I made a comment about Mike Tyson, and there you go.
there you go. All
Yeah,
right.
I just want to show the taint on my soul outwardly.
You want to show how hard
I
you
want
are?
to scar the beauty.
You want to show your taint publicly? What?
Mm,
Teenagers.
We're all 12.
way to ruin the moment.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. So yeah, he kind of. All right, and starts digging in there.
Don't worry,
Okay.
the moment was ruined by your taint
Mm,
Oh.
aren't we all,
already.
Okay, so what was it? Do I also get the plus
Yep.
one modifier,
Yep,
or do
everybody
I
gets
just
the-
not
gets the
feel safer
advantage
on these
die.
guys?
Well, you've at least you know that Katsuo and Lee,
Yeah.
as soon as she comes to, will have your back.
Do I add that to modifiers, or is that nothing to modifiers?
Yeah, it's modifiers.
Okay. And base ob
Is your hesitation.
hesitation. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Holy shit!
You oh,
Holy
damn.
Holy shit! Look at them six.
I just fucking stare him down while he does it.
That is impressive.
That is
Yes.
some get hard shit right
That
there.
is
Oh my god.
not even a
Fucking hell.
flinch.
Like blood is dripping down my face.
And then lastly, Katsuo.
And since I'm a bird, I'm actually gonna get it like on a thigh.
I figured it was going to be someplace where there was fewer or no feathers.
Yeah.
You don't want like cool markings on your beak?
I thought about that, but I'm gonna save that because I think there's some cool shit that can go on with that later. But I'm thinking like the left leg, like because I got little bird legs,
Right.
So just like all around it, like going down the thigh, like this kind of like ivy crawling looking scar deal.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so I got that. So if I were to say I wanted to burn a fate on, I can burn a fate later depending on what I get. That's right. So Ob in this case is my hesitation.
Yep.
Ka frickin' boom.
Nice. So everybody but two of you except for Lee managed to
Hey, I'm usually running away from the pain
I was-
or hiding from it. So
Yeah, usually you don't have a demon like holding you down while they carve into your flesh. Yeah, so the flesh carver gets done with you, and then like kind of looks over at Lahiris and is like, "Go ahead and pick up your friend, little morsel, and right this way."
Yeah.
Well,
Just kind of like lean down, kind of like slap you in the face a little bit. Come on, wake up.
Yeah, and like as you sort of, he's like beckoning for you guys to come. Like he opens up a side flap to his tent, and sort of stands inside and beckons you forward. And I think Katsuo, you're probably the one in front since Lahiris is rousing Lee. And as you sort of limp forward, at first you see the flesh carver, in the shadow of his tent, and as you get closer, like the entryway into his tent shifts, until you see a city street behind him, and you can see Gregor's like shingle out front, and just plants all over the goddamn place.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just vines, like, yeah.
all right, so I finally kind of get up and rise and like stumble forward into this, and I'm like, "Oh, homie." And then I just look at the flesh carvers like, damn it, usually I'm able to hide from the pain. Fuck. And I just kind of stumble through.
Yeah, and like, and as you pass through through the tent, like through the opening in the tent, you stumble out of it's like the ironwork of a gateway, like a gate to somebody's yard, across the street from Gregor's shop. You recognize it as Gregor's shop. It wasn't quite this overgrown when it was still in Sigil. And looking behind you, like all you can see is the house until Katsuo and Lahiris come stumbling through the portal. And popping in out of basically nowhere.
All right, I start walking towards the shop.
Okay. Yep, it's right
I'm
there.
following.
I go to there.
You do.
I want to go to there.
Okay.
Go to shop.
Go. Okay, I got it. You're going to the shop.
Thanks.
Jesus.
Run.
I don't know, right?
Go to 10. Okay.
Pick up hammer.
There's no hammer.
And this is how you badger a DM, everyone.
Solve puzzle.
Inventory.
Excuse me while I mute you all.
Save.
Menu.
Love you, Sean.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Meanwhile,
I stumbled into parsley. Sorry.
A sweet troll. Quit. No. Quit. No.
No.
Quit. No.
Jesus. Nice. So yeah, Gregor.
Quick question, Sean.
Yeah.
Can a duel of wits be aborted?
Like in the middle of it?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
You can walk
Well,
away.
by abort, you mean just stop responding and let them stop the shit out of you.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, you can lose. Losing is fine. Being like, I don't want to play this anymore and lose, but then you lose.
Like if stubborn Gregor realizes he's about to lose this and he's gonna have to give up his daughter.
I mean, yeah,
I'm trying to murder the fuck out of them.
Oh no, you just don't ask and you just demand satisfaction. And
Yeah,
then,
well,
and
I
then
mean-
we're fighting a night hag.
I mean that really sounds like an avoid the subject, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that doesn't take you out of the duel.
No. Like that's why it's an option. Like you can not do it, but once you commit, you commit.
Yeah, so you can lose and demand satisfaction.
Yeah.
You just go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
And
out.
that might get you out of it.
Also might not help you too well.
Yeah. I mean if there's some other way that the like results of the conflict can be enforced, then that you may like get that Pyrrhic victory and stabbing somebody, but still have to agree to whatever it was. But otherwise, you could still like lose, realize that you don't want to do that, and stab them, and be like, "Ha ha! Nobody can hold me to it," and it changes the situation immediately.
But if I can't kill them, then I'm bound to it still.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're bound until the situation changes drastically enough to where it wouldn't make sense anymore, right? So like if you injured somebody so badly that even if they were still alive, they couldn't hold you to it, then yeah, like that's a shift in the situation as far as I'm concerned.
Or they just kill you.
Yeah. But once if you go the Duel of Wits route, then you kind of got to do it in good faith. Like if you
all right, let's do it. Let's do it.
because we don't have to if you don't want to. Like you
I
can walk away right now.
I have no trained skills, and I have wound dice.
When has that stopped you?
Yeah, when has that stopped you?
All right, here's. All right.
Well, this will be a learning experience then, isn't it? All right. So her statement of purpose. Gregor will prioritize Cade above all else.
My statement of purpose, we will stick to our original agreement we made with Marta and just work towards getting the pages for her.
Okay.
But not at the cost of my individual quest for my daughter.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm scripted.
Oh, I am not, because I was dealing with other people, and that's fine.
Absolutely.
So why don't you go ahead and roll to get your BOA?
Is this a big deal?
I don't think so. I don't think we need to go full big deal. I guess that's a question for you. Is this a big deal?
All that matters is Ilsa. I will find her and bring her home. All else be damned. This gets in the way of that.
Yeah, it does get in the way of it pretty hard. Yeah. So if this is a big deal, it's a big deal.
I go up, she goes up, and she'll probably go up way more than I go up.
That is possible.
Seeing as I don't have any actual skill. So question, if it's a big deal and I add will and skill, but I don't have skill, do I just add half will?
Yep.
Okay, that's not bad. And basically, any dice that would be rolled count as successes, right?
Yes. Yes. That gives her a... Oh, only a 10.
I have an 11. 6 will, 3 will added on, and then my stubborn die type trait.
Oh,
Gives me
nice.
2 more.
Okay. Let me script really quickly. Okay, I'm scripted.
Okay, before I tell you what I have, I gotta explain my processes here.
Okay.
The only skill I have that's a useful skill is ugly truth,
Right.
which Gregor's good at.
Yeah.
So the dual wits that use that are incite, obfuscate, and dismiss. And I'm looking at incite and obfuscate, and I'm like, that's not Gregor. Gregor's direct and honest, and so it is dismiss blank dismiss.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So let's go. Volley 1. What do you say?
Dismiss. Oh,
No. What do you
say?
say? Say it, and then we roll.
All right.
Yeah. Don't ruin the surprise for me, Matt.
All right.
People are watching.
So, yes. Okay.
You're
No
only
pressure.
alive,
Thanks a
Matt.
lot, you motherfucker. All right. What he basically says is says, look, I know what you want, but you're in no real position to kind of demand more here. And he kind of motions to the maze, you know. You're kind of stuck here. And I mean, the quickest way to lose help is to make a ridiculous request such as this. You know, so we don't even need to talk about it. It's just, let's just drop it and just go with what we were originally.
Yeah, and she's just like, oh, come, child, you can do better than this. You could plead for your daughter's life if you could get someone back from the dead, that is, or you could just continue tending to your friend there and listen to the voice of the only one who can get you out. Either way would be a better choice than this silly little gamble that you've tried. She's obfuscating.
Okay. And she can test that again. Yeah, it's a verse. God damn it.
Yep. It is versus.
In case it wasn't clear, I'm forking in ridiculous request-wise.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Use
That's
that
appropriate.
quite a bit, man. That's such a good.
That was a good wise.
Also, I mean, we are discussing a price here. Can I be forking in haggling?
Probably not on a dismiss.
Okay.
Because it seems like a really also wasn't a hard dismiss. Yeah. Okay. And then you get plus 2D for dismiss.
Yep. All right. Oh, where is it? Ugly
She does
truth.
have that. Sweet. So she has soothing platitudes of 5.
Was she soothing?
You're better than this.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be better than that. It certainly wasn't falsehood. So did you already do you want me to set your ob? Or do you want to set my ob?
I don't know. I'm gonna lose this so bad, and I'm very sad about this. All right.
All right. Let me handle
I'm
this.
thinking. All right. Base obstacle. Just say one for now. No 6s. That makes me very sad.
5 and a persuasion fork. 6 against the target number of 4.
Target number
Yeah.
5.
Oh, target number.
I got 5 successes.
Oh no, but the target number for the roll is 4 for successes. Right? Because I'm using the die roller. And I'm counting successes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So you got 2 successes. One's a 6.
Yep. Yeah, I only got 2. Which doubles for you to 4. So you still beat me by 1.
It doubles by 4?
No. It no, that's why that's backwards. No, I have 2 successes. That doubles your ob, so you need 4 successes, and you got 5,
I
right?
have to get double your ob? I'm trained in Ugly Truth.
Oh, you're trained at Ugly Truth.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah. So that's he's 3 up on you.
Yeah. Shit, I assume that was beginner's luck. Sweet. So yeah, you get me by 3.
Yay!
That's not bad.
That was a difficult, Ugly Truth. I hesitate. I stand and drool like, no, we're clearly not talking.
See, now this is oh shit. So yeah, because you're done talking, and she looks at you, and like while you're not saying anything, she's like, you wouldn't want your little girl to think that you're that her father's a coward, afraid to make a simple deal with an old woman for some help. Give her your only shot to get her back. She'd be disappointed if you.
Is she inciting me? That son of
Oh
a bitch?
yeah, she's inciting you.
Okay. Will is 6.
Sweet. Yeah, and she's just like, I can imagine her poor little broken heart already. Not that it wasn't broken before. Yeah, that's a falsehood. Yeah, just falsehood.
You're just being a bastard to him.
Yeah, she's not a nice person.
Oh.
She's a night hag.
Yeah. What's your will? 6?
6.
Got 8 dice against a 6?
8 dice? Fuck you. Oh, Jesus Christ, lady.
Oh, he's too short. God damn it.
You got a 6 in there, though.
Yeah, but she doesn't have Arda.
You know what that means? I get 2 bonus dice against her
You
on my
do.
next test, which is another dismiss.
You do. All right. You have a dismiss, and she has a point.
I say, what power do you have here? You're locked away. You can't affect the outside world except to see into it. If you could kill me, but then that would set back your plan for revenge. You have no power. You have nothing but words.
And like she snarls at you. No power have I, and like as she talks, the vines start moving around her. And around that like portal that you can still see into your shop, you see some like grow up in front of it, and you can still see the shop behind it, but it's closing it off.
Oh, good.
And she says, "I have
Hooray.
all the power here, child. You can die here with me and lose all hope. And then what will you be?" That I would say is persuasion. Hold on. Yeah. Persuasion with an intimidation fork.
To be honest, Gregor, on the middle level, I'm just hoping for a huge ass compromise. So we'll see how it goes.
I figured. Just got 4 or 5. Did I seriously only get 1 success? Jesus Christ!
Ow, God, why are you hurting me?
Damn!
Wow.
All right, go ahead and go ahead. Oh yeah. Go ahead and roll your.
Yes.
Ugly truth. It's still ridiculous. This is. She can't expect honestly this to be a real request. 2 more for her failing in sight. 2 more for the thing. 3 persona.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
No 6s? Oh, I had her so close to down. Fuck you, wound die.
Mm.
Sean,
Yeah.
it's and it might be too late to ask for this. Is there a way to suck it up and go past a die roll or with Arta?
No.
I thought there was a way to do that, like to ignore like a small wound,
In
sucking it up and stuff like that.
yeah, but you would have to declare that before. You can't
Okay,
declare it retroactively.
Yeah, I don't have an instinct. When dueling of witsing a night hag, always suck it up.
Damn, what are you at right now?
10, she's at 1.
God damn.
There's still a chance, Sean.
This is not how I expected this to go. All right, let's script for round 2.
Is this the silence of we're scripting?
Yes. Oh, hold on.
I'm scripted.
That's not right. That's not what I want to do at all.
I wonder if Amazon sells a Trident. Oh, it's only gum.
What? They don't have like costume tridents? That seems weird.
I mean, like, come on. I want a real Trident, Amazon.
All right, I'm scripted.
Okay, action 1, stand and drool.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You stand and drool as she comes forward and she's like, enough of this foolishness. We're not here to haggle. I'm offering you freedom. You can take it, or you can live out your days here knowing you could have saved your daughter. And you chose not to. Dismiss. Intimidation. With an ugly truth fork.
I know at the very least I got a major ass compromise out of her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! Yes!
Me? Oh, you know
Yes!
what? Hold on.
So
Hold on.
Oh, I revert. Nope.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot to add the 2
Oh.
for dismiss.
Damn.
So that's
Oh.
so that's 4
Are you out,
successes.
No, that's
No?
half. I'm at half.
Okay.
Nope. Volley 2.
Dismiss.
She stands and drools. Go ahead and roll.
I say, look at you. You're empty sails. You're all wind and nothing else. You're so desperate to get this revenge. You resort to petty threats. And sure, you're used to dealing with demigods and devils, but you don't know how to haggle with a simple blacksmith. You can't do this. You're out of your league.
Wow.
You don't know how to haggle with the blacksmith. We're special.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. You could get 0 successes.
I could, and then I'd be fucked.
That is technically possible.
What is she at for BOA?
1.
1.
Yeah.
Yes!
Hang on, I'm a fate in that just because.
You just because.
He is just
Rub it in a little.
he has just brute forced his way through a duel of wits.
I made her way too weak, obviously, but you played
Yeah,
your
with fucking
strengths.
6 skills and
Sean?
oh yeah, 2 weeks.
Yep.
Sean, this isn't even her final form.
This is not even her final form.
No, that's fine.
So 3.
When she is first of all, what does she choose to hesitate?
She stands at rules.
Does it look like a rages building?
Oh yeah, she looks angry. She's
Does she
looking
look
pretty-
like she's going to angry but give in, or angry and fucking attack us?
Hard to tell. Hard to
That's not
tell.
an escape
This-
plan.
What we found out
this
next
is.
episode.
Let's figure out. Let's solve the results. I will make a steel test at -2, or well +2 ob. When we're done. So you won.
Correct.
You did. She got
Fucking somehow.
yeah.
She got
you-
me down by almost half.
Yeah. So you owe her a significant compromise?
A compromise.
Yes.
Not a major compromise.
Cool. So and your statement of purpose was that
Keep to the original bargain.
keep to the original bargain. So she can't demand
Yeah.
she can't demand anything else from you. Compromise. I think that somehow you've managed to intrigue her. She is. You're right. She has outwitted. I mean, she figured out how to get out of the Lady of Pain's mazes and chose to stay because it was more comfortable. She could leave any time that she wanted to. And that makes you kind of fascinating. And eventually, you two are going to have to meet again. And then she will ask you a riddle.
Can this be unknown to my character?
Yeah, but that's the
Absolutely.
compromise. That
Absolutely.
like when it comes time, she will ask you a riddle and you will have to answer. and Ravel's riddles cause problems.
I did a little research, and only one person has answered her riddle to her satisfaction because she was in love with him and
Yes.
just wanted to know what he thought.
Yep.
The right answer was his answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, and also the right answer caused that man no
No short amount of distress.
yeah.
it's basically
say
what
that.
made the main character of Torment the main character.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay.
I
So
love
so
that compromise.
so that's it. Yeah. She will ask you a riddle, when it's time. And now she will make her steel test.
It's like we're walking in when Ariel is signing the contract. What did you do? No, I argued her down. It's cool.
Yeah. So like as you guys walk into the shop, you can hear the heated conversation. Like you hear it coming from inside the shop.
Just
Name's
yelling at each
Sebastian.
other.
Yeah.
It's coming from my bedroom. Then if you go in the bedroom, it's coming through the open window, which is covered with razor vine.
Yeah. And you can see through, and you can't really see who he's talking to. You just kind of hear this cronish voice. But you can see Gregor, and you can see how much blood is all over him.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah.
is it possible that they see either a straw doll or a very well crafted sword lying around the forge anywhere?
Yes, you see both.
So, do I still have the dagger?
Yeah, he didn't take it away from you.
if anyone wants to pick that up for me, I'd be very happy.
If I'm seeing them, I know that sword. And if it's here, I'm going to pick it up and bring it to him, especially if I hear him yelling. He's going to need to be armed. So I'm going to run over and grab both the doll and the blade. He may be an idiot, but I'm not going to let this idiot die without learning his lesson.
Okay, I use the dagger on the thorns vines.
Okay. Hang on. Let me.
An adventure game. Use dagger on thorns.
So her hesitation is 4. She only has a steal of 4. But it's gray.
Ooh.
Only 2 successes. God damn it.
Was your hesitation 2 and then it went
No,
up by
it's
2
sorry.
for failure?
6. 6 is what she needed. 2 is what she got. Yeah.
Well, what does she do for her hesitation action?
She is going to she's gonna run screaming. Like she's fucking like this whole time she's been standing there. She's had like her like shards of bone that she's been using as knitting needles, and she she just fucking tosses them down and just screams like fine if you value your precious freedom that much, there's your exit. She just points back the way that you came, and good luck with it, and fucking goes storming off into the garden, quote unquote garden.
I almost imagine her having like a toddler tantrum stompy stomp away.
Oh yeah, like she's just fucking like literally grabbing handfuls of these vines.
She's pulling a Madam Pim.
Yeah, and she's just like as she's going, she's just tearing it out and like chucking it behind her. You can see it start like growing almost as soon as it touches the ground. And before long, she's stormed off, and this like bramble has grown up between you, and shortly you find yourself with poor bleeding Reese, and
I help him to his feet and start hobbling back towards the window.
All right.
I have the I picked up the bone shards, knitting needles.
The boat.
Yeah, we're outside. We're not in
Yeah,
there.
they're yeah. So
I thought okay.
yeah, like this is all happening like through it's through another portal into where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I pointed back to the window I came out of, though.
Yes.
Right? The window into my shop.
Yeah. Yeah, and so like as you guys are in the bedroom, you can see these tangle of vines like between you guys and the window, and Gregor and Reese hobbling back towards it. Haley, you go to cut at the vines, and like that shit is tough. It's like trying to cut through them with the dagger is going to take forever. What are you guys doing? Like, you guys can see each other like through the window at this point.
Baker kind of stops for a second and like.
Would masterwork blades make any shorter work of the razor vine?
No, because it's not about the physical vines.
Gregor sighs, seeing the vines. and he braces himself and uses his body to force open the vines, cutting himself, but enough that Reese can be pulled through without touching the vines.
Okay. Yeah. And like you can do it. It's going to give you another wound.
Another B6 wound?
Yeah.
That's fine.
You get plenty of them to spare.
Yeah. And like as you see Gregor doing this, the vines are clearly not, they're not just vines. This is a test of spirit. Because they move and they grow and they thicken as they need to. But yeah, you can get Reese through there. The four of you working together to sort of get him through.
Yeah.
Before Greg, are you going all the way back in?
And then I'll go all the way back in.
Yeah.
I just kind of collapse in.
I'm immediately going to set to taking care of them because this is not good.
If I get feathers laid on me first, I say take care of Reese.
Yeah, Reese is more wounded.
When he's tending Reese, player's gonna run off real quick.
Okay.
All right. I want to try. Do I have to stop his bleeding? Or
No. Okay. So here's the way this works. If you want to treat him, you can. It's an OB4 field dressing test.
Okay.
If you don't want to attempt it yourself, you can instead choose to try and stop the bleeding so that you can find somebody else to do it later.
Okay.
But stopping the bleeding is implicit in the treatment, so you don't have to roll for both of them. One of them is, shit, we need to find somebody who can actually do something, so let's buy some time and stave off the wounds getting worse. But if you want to try and treat him yourself, then
I can do Lyric of Healing as well.
Ooh.
How are you at Lyric of Healing?
I have a B5.
Yeah, it's also open-ended.
Yep, and yeah, when sung over an injured character, successes over the obstacle add dice to health test for the purposes of recovery.
That sounds like a good linked test. Then,
well,
right? Or would they be simultaneous actions with different intents?
I think what it would. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So one of them, like they affect two different things, right?
Okay.
Because it's that one's not used for treatment. That is used to give somebody bonus dice on their health test for recovery.
Song of Soothing?
Lyric of Healing.
Yeah, Lyric of Healing.
Lyric of Healing. Okay.
Yeah, Song of Soothing is the
treatment.
elf version of field dressing.
Yeah.
Which is also OB4, but that one's open-ended as well.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do we have... I don't think we have time to get him out of here before he's going to bleed worse.
Well, I have nothing to help with, so...
Well, I guess I could use Song of Soothing then. Because that'll... yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have it at?
4.
Okay, I've got field dressing at a 5.
I guess
Do you want the test open-ended, or do you want me to do it and you help?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's up to you. If you want a test on it, I will happily help you. It's just a matter of, is Lahiris so pissed at Katsuo she wouldn't help him because she's spiteful?
Sorry.
No, these are my friends, my true friends that I want to help.
So what? I'm a diet friend.
Yeah. Basically, right now.
When Gregor seems the least crazy one in the elf's eyes, something is wrong.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah. I'll do Song of Soothing, and you can help me if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
I'll help.
So, Song of Soothing.
So you're gonna give me a die. Anyone else
Song
want to
of
help? Me?
Soothing is for the health test, right?
No, Song of
That's for
Soothing
treatment.
is
It's
actually
basically
for treatment.
Yeah, it's like
Song of
field
Soothing is a
dressing.
treatment.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking it up right now.
So
It's on page 491 for treatment. Are you looking up Song of Soothing?
Song of Soothing is $2.99.
There it is. Let's see.
So you're giving a helping die, Sam. Anyone else want to help, or can they? Probably not.
All right. Using this special song, the elf can attempt to soothe the pain of another injured person. For treating injuries, this skill acts like herbalism. The Song of Soothing can also cure the effects of poison. See the obs below. Yeah. Doesn't. It does require tools. Do you have tools for that?
Is it? I do not. No.
That makes things harder. Because you don't have any herbs.
That's right. I don't.
So you can still try it and use whatever you have at hand.
How about Sam? Maybe you try your thing and then I help.
Okay, if you help, I get a routine test, which doesn't help me grow. So I may just be like, you know what? I am going to help Lahiris with the torment of taking a life by showing her I can do this on my own.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to spend a persona to, help a little bit.
Hold on. Let me
Let me know what the ob is. And I don't think it automatically doubles because I
think it does double.
Yeah, tests made without the necessary tools suffer a double obstacle penalty. This can be
so you're
combined
ob-
with the beginner's luck penalty.
So you're ob 8 if you go at your
But
own.
it doesn't automatically apply the beginner's luck penalty. I have to enter in 8 then. Right?
You're right.
Oh, so you're going ahead without me? Like you're just being like, fuck you?
Oh no, I'm adding you like your helping die, right?
Oh, so you're not letting me go at it on my own?
Oh, I thought you meant you want me to do it.
Are you guys arguing over who's gonna help?
No, I was gonna do it alone.
Oh, okay.
Just to be like, no.
I completely misunderstood you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. My premise is that like you're going, oh shit, where are my tools? And I'm going, I can take lives.
Okay, sure. You do it on your own. Do it.
Do it.
While he's doing that, Sean,
Yeah.
Gregor is gathering up his traveling gear, his sword, his daughter's memento, his mending kit, and his apron.
Okay. So you get your stuff back, basically.
Everything I can take out of here except the shop itself.
Right. Yeah. So just kind of everything you can carry with you.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
In terms of a time to spend some persona, this would be it. I'm gonna spend 1 persona on this, and my obstacle's a 4.
And I'm not helping.
Yep.
Nope, but I'm
and
getting a difficult test.
This is field dressing, yes?
Yes.
All right. And you have your traveling gear?
I do.
All right.
And
Does
y'all,
traveling gear
you're
count
going-
for field dressing kit?
Yep. It's very specifically. Tools, traveling gear, expendable.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yep.
All right, we ready,
I
Sean?
need to
Yep.
get me some herbs.
It is an OB 4 test.
No! I got 6s. I can do this. I'm tough.
You're
You're halfway there. You have 2
and then
sixes.
I'm looking at you. It's like you can't even heal, right?
Is this stopping bleeding or treatment?
This is treatment.
This is treatment.
Oh.
I can fix him.
That's fine. Neil doesn't need that point of agility.
Nope. Boom! That's how we do.
There you go.
So close.
4
And
successes.
he's just like he's sitting there. He's like, like Mr. Miyagi with feather fingers. And he's just like tying stitching using his beak.
Nice. All right. And then we roll the die of fate.
I see. You'll save his stats, but you won't save my stats. I see how this is, guys.
Hey, that was the other difficult that I got.
With a 6, you're okay. You like it doesn't take that much. You bandage up his hands and arms and some places on his face and chest. Like this shit clearly does some damage. How many dice are you down, Gregor? 2?
2 light wounds.
2 light wounds.
I'm fine. He'll say.
I will happily treat you also.
And Gregor waves you off. No, I'm fine. You just got to get out of here.
Yeah, actually, you can make those 2 health tests if you would like right now.
Got the song of healing now, the lyrics of healing.
you're-
That'll help your health.
If I
test.
fail, the penalty stays for 24 hours.
Yeah, basically.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're out of that conflict at this point. So
Okay. All right. What's the ob? Fuck
is
you, Cat. Why do you
anybody
have to
in
club me
that?
when you're
Oh,
happy?
there it is.
Oh, yes.
Can I do the lyric of healing to help him with his healing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yay! I can sing to you. Gregor, did you miss me?
Gregor, as soon as you start like singing, he'll be like, no, you stop that. You stop that.
I'm not stopping.
Don't you use that sorcery on me.
I ain't stopping. And no one else is helping me because I won't let him because I'm going to do it by myself.
Gregor
did it by
shoves
himself.
Lahira's back so she can't sing.
Oh,
I'm singing.
Jesus! You're
Like not to hurt her, but to get her to stop singing.
I'm still singing. What's the ob?
well. Hold on, because he is shoving you.
With his -2 dice.
Yeah,
Remember, I have like this bloody scar on my face.
You-
and
you
you're just
do.
shoving me down.
you do.
Straight-
I have bloody scars everywhere right
Yeah,
now from going in
there's
and out of
there's
this
blood
place
all
like
over the place.
multiple times.
This is a fucking bloody mess. Yeah, I would say versus power at this point. If
I can do that.
if Gregor
Not very
wins,
well, but I can do that.
then like I think you're gonna
Okay.
get shoved down, right? Like not injured, but like fucking
No, but enough that like knocks the wind out of her so she can't sing anymore.
Shove me into the thorns.
Not into the
Yes.
just like into the door jam, like in like between like the roof, like
No,
the
if you
Gregor's sleeping room.
succeed like completely, you shove me into the thorns.
yeah. And
No.
and if you fail, like Lahir's just fucking stands tall and
sings at me.
keeps singing.
Yep. Okay, so there's no
I'll-
ob. It's
I'll
basically
set
a
your
roll,
ob for you, sir.
and we're
It's versus, yeah.
yeah. So I'll just roll.
Yeah, whoever gets the most successes.
Mm.
So
Yeah, you. Yeah,
so
you
3
shove
versus
You got a
one?
difficult power test though, Lahiris. You got a difficult power test.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. That's not easy to get all the time. So yeah, fucking
I don't
Gregor.
sing.
Yeah, Gregor shoves you into
he
the
just
door
like
jam.
screams. He's like, after everything I've gone through, I don't want any of this elf sorcery. Just screams.
Okay, and you shove me into the thorns. Okay.
No,
Not in the goddamn
no. We established he does not shove you into the thorns.
Aw. So I fall on the floor and I look up at Gregor. I need to talk to you and Reese, but not now. I need to talk to you.
All right, before he responds, I'm gonna drop my health rolls real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
What's my up?
For each of them, ob 2.
Okay, so ob 3 because I'm exhausted.
Yep.
Success.
So one of them fades.
Hang on. I use my call on healthy to reroll those 3 failed dice.
Okay. Second time you rolled will.
Oh shit! Did I?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, hang on. Before that happens, then, because I technically rolled 4 dice, let me roll 2 more dice. This is to catch up to my health.
Okay.
Okay, that's it right there. That's 3.
Yep. Okay. That'll do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So yeah, like you can shake off those wounds. Like they sting, but
But Gregor's a stubborn son.
but you can go whenever you pick.
And then he
something.
kind of stops and realizes that you guys are here, and he goes, "How did you guys even get here? I was sent here by the lady because I fucked up."
Yeah, I realized that when we went by your shop and it wasn't there. So we talked to a demon to get us in here to save you.
We have come here to help you learn from your mistake.
And then he realizes that he just pushed one of the people who broke into Unbreakable Prison to help him, and he kind of offers a hand down to Lahiris to help her up.
I take it.
Okay. And then he looks like he's going to say something, and then he does that awkward man cough. So anyway, all right.
Yeah. So at this point, you kind of have some options. Do you guys try and find another way out?
I
was gonna say
I have a thing.
Okay, because I was gonna say Ravel's implication to Gregor. Well, not even implication.
Was that I
was
find
that
another way out?
Yeah. Well, she broke her way into your maze to get you out. And then she was like, "Fine, fuck you. Find your own way out."
Gregor kind of walks off to the other side of his forge and opens and closes his mouth a couple times as he tries to form words, and he goes very quietly, he goes, "Shamsil, I'm calling in my favor. I need your help."
Sweet. You're gonna call upon an angel, huh?
An archangel, yeah.
An insane archangel.
Should we stop here?
Oh, I just saw what time it was.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's the hottest.
That's a good stopping spot.
Uh-huh.
That's fucking so hot. Oh.
Yeah, because he'll. Sure. We can. We can stop there. Yeah, I didn't realize what time it was. Okay. I guess we should do some Arda.
That was kind of an action. I actually had a lot of fun that session.
Because you
I mean, I've had a lot of fun all the sections.
You brute forced your way through a duel of wits. That was amazing. I have one skill. I'm going to do that until I win.
Yeah.
Well, and I looked at it and I was like, he wouldn't obfuscate, he wouldn't incite, he's direct and honest. And so I was like, all right, dismiss, hesitate, dismiss.
Okay. So, beliefs, instincts, traits, bits for Gregor.
All right. Well, I kind of started to right at the end, but nothing rolled towards it. I need my shop. It is my livelihood. I know of only one being who can help me get it back. I will offer my services as a smith to Shamsil in exchange for a new smithy.
Okay. We'll hang on to that, and we'll see how that pans out.
I got Reese into this mess. I will help get him back to Sigil alive.
Okay. Well, definitely fate. You're
Okay.
halfway there, and he's
Working
alive.
on it.
All that matters is Ilsa. I will find her and bring her home. All else be damned.
Yeah, definitely a fate for that.
When smithing, always work patiently and carefully. Always be direct and honest, and always haggle when discussing prices.
Yeah.
The last two.
The last two are definitely fate. Fates. Is. I was using
Perfectionist
Raksha
really-
stats for her, by the way.
Oh, that's scary.
And
Perfectionist, early riser, exhausted, stubborn.
Yeah, stubborn. Fate.
And those are the bits I think that really kind of made the story go. Had only I failed one of those health rolls, I could have got something for exhausted. But,
That's right. Lahiris.
I think I only really went after one of my beliefs this session. Katsu and Lee have caused me for a brief moment to think that taking a life was a simple matter. Instead, they have tainted my soul. I must find Gregor and Reese as soon as possible to warn of their corruption.
I would say fate. I don't think that's. I mean, you found them.
Yeah, I want to warn them.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like it's quite completed yet.
No,
to
it
me.
is not.
Okay.
No. Instincts. Always attempt to heal whoever needs it.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
I got shoved down
Yes.
trying to.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
So-
Fate.
yes, that was good.
God damn you.
I didn't realize that was an instinct. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's like I have to heal. That's
Let me help you. No.
I want to do this, and you're just like, no, stop singing, you elf. Let's see character traits here. Born under the silver stars, barren, statuesque. Not so much anymore.
You're just a little scarred.
Polytheistic, atravieso, essence of the earth, firstborn, grief, keen sight, clueless, charming. Always hide when physically threatened is one of my instincts. I actually
No, you didn't.
with the flesh carver.
Yeah, flesh carver.
I specifically did not hide.
You did not. No, you stood there and took having your face cut up like a champ.
And took it. Fly back and think of England. Yeah.
All right. So, Lee.
Yay.
Yay.
Let's see. Lee believes Gregor has drawn attention to himself and attracted the Lady of Pain's wrath. I some find a way. Okay. I must find a way to free Gregor and Reese.
Well, you found them. I would say fate.
Fate.
Yeah. Nobody's
Very
free yet.
Where are you? There you are. God, I'm racking up the fate like crazy.
Yeah.
That means
Assist
we need
Gregor to
fights.
reforge Katsuo's sword, move past their petty squabbles, didn't come out. Going after my master did not happen. Instincts, always be polite, a smile and a good word can even out the foulest of suspicions. Have knives ready, practice lifting, throwing, nope. Yeah, I don't think any of my traits came into play.
Okay. And Katsuo.
To know life in every breath, in every cup of tea, in every life we take. That is Bushido. I will help Lahiris cope with the torment of taking a life in defense of her own.
Sure tried.
I did.
You
I
just got-
did try.
You just got shut down pretty hard.
I did.
I would say
I
fate.
did. Okay, second belief, this Shogun of Pain who rules Sigil wields immense power. I must help those fools to learn from their error by first helping them escape this predicament they have found themselves in.
Again, fate.
And the last, I uphold the tenets of Nihon through time and space. I'm a samurai dude.
You are a samurai dude. Did you particularly samurai? Did you try to samurai?
I think I
Did you
I don't think
samurai
I
this
really
week?
did.
Did you samurai last week?
He samurai last week. I think it was his samurai.
Sorry.
week off.
I'm sorry.
It was. I did. This is my off week. So
This is your off week.
I did change an instinct. Spend every morning 2 hours in contemplation of my blade's epitaph. So it's poetry practice.
Poetry practice.
And I traded that out for my Oni-wise
Nice.
practicing.
Nice.
When danger arises, my blade is always drawn and steady and never allow myself to be dirty. Character traits: watchful, decisive, and feathered.
Didn't really get you into trouble. I mean, you had to get tattooed on a leg instead of anywhere else because it's covered in feathers. But
Or decisive.
everybody was pretty decisive, I would say. All right.
But I have the character trait.
Well,
He's specifically
yes,
decisive.
you are the most decisive.
He's decisive, like he usually is.
I'm going to do this thing.
That's right.
I'm doing this thing. None of my other traits got into it. I can't wait till we run into some actual birds. And
I
I'm
know.
just like Twitter.
tweet, Twitter. All right. Humor in character game stopper. Not this time. I mean, came close.
We had a couple chuckles.
Yeah, but it wasn't like last time with the man. We should probably tell Gregor and Reese how terrible our day was.
Oh, it's
It's the
horrible
worst
things
day
that
ever.
happened to us.
Because that was amazing. Right skill, right time for having skill to make the story go.
Lee,
4.
finding the person to get us to this place.
Streetwise.
Streetwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're in the best of all places right now.
Yeah, a freaking maze.
You got us where we wanted to go, not where we want to be.
Yeah, right.
Maybe it's where we deserve to be. Have
You're
we
in
ever
the-
considered
You're
that?
not wrong.
That, yeah. Yeah. All right. Embodiment for really good or distinctive role playing. Any nominations? Nama.
I want to nominate Lahiris for attempting to give help, unwanted help, on numerous occasions
Yeah.
because she just has to help.
Yeah. I will. I will go with that.
Cool. She keeps trying.
And I don't like to do it often, but I feel Gregor kind of was playing fast and loose with his own life to get what he needed for his daughter again, like he always does.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just love that he was exactly his character trait.
yeah.
There was no fucking around at all. It was, I'm just going to yell at you until I get what I want. Because
Well, he
it
didn't
was
try and punch a
perfect.
night hag this time. Like that would have been awesome.
That would have I was gonna go there had because I had Persona. It wouldn't have been pretty, but I would have somehow survived. I would have demanded satisfaction, or the not the demand satisfaction, but the one above it where it's like I'm just gonna try to kill you. So
Just-
no one
Honor
knows.
Yeah.
besmirched.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little torn because yes, Gregor was exactly what I expected Gregor to be. But I don't know. I almost felt like I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't feeling it. Like I expected more yelling.
I did with Dismiss, but I mean, it's supposed to be decisive, and that's the end of the discussion.
Right. No, I just I felt like we've gotten more out of Gregor in the past, and that
Okay.
yeah, like I don't want to imply that you were not doing well or not playing the character.
I see what you're saying. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. He was a little gun shy.
Yeah, well, not even gun shy, just like I don't know. And it could have just been an off night, and like we weren't all like, "Fuck yeah, let's have a duel of wits," and you know,
I think my problem is I was worrying about it too much on the middle level. So
that could have been it.
I mean, I was super excited about it. But
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. I don't need embodiment.
Right. Mold Breaker, no, we got that last session with Lyris, and now her mold has been broken. Poor Lyris.
I don't have a mold now.
Workhorse for being the crucial element, for being the crucial element of success. I would vote Lee.
Leave.
But I'd say Lee because we wouldn't have gotten in there if it hadn't been for her.
That is true. So that's a good point. Is that the bigger accomplishment than defeating a night hag in a duel of wits?
But I feel like he did that
because
all by himself, and it was all behind the scenes. He and Reese were there. Reese was just like, "Oh my god, I hurt, so I'm not going to say anything because I'm not here."
yeah, because the player's not here. No, I think that's a really good argument because ultimately it was Lee who got everybody back together, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you guys were going after. So yeah, no, I think that sounds right to me. So Lee for MVP, for Persona, which leaves Workhorse.
Or Gregor.
Yeah. Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
I think Gregor was behind the scenes, quite like figuratively and literally.
Yes, and also Gregor kind of inadvertently has insight into what's actually going on here. Because before it was like, oh, some old lady just wants us to find some pages of an old journal, and no, it's a night hag who got pissed off at somebody, and this is all part of her revenge plot that you guys have been sucked into. And the only person that knows that right now is Gregor. Well, I guess
Reese.
Reese,
we
because he was
that
also
Reese was
there.
passed out, or was his other there? And
Yeah,
his other
that's
knows
that's
that he
kind
doesn't.
of yeah. I think if one of them knows it, both of them know it. Like they're always both there. It's not that he takes over and fugue states. Because fugue state is boring compared to you can see everything that I do when I take over.
That's also eerie.
These
So
are your hands dispensing justice. Yeah, yeah. So personal goals. Greater goals. We haven't deedsed yet. I don't feel like. Not there yet. Okay.
Well, usually we had a nice system where it's kind of like, all right, here's the session of the trait vote resource cycle at the end of a clean story arc. There's
Right.
a deeds point,
Yeah.
So this doesn't have a clean story arc.
No, it does not.
Not yet.
Not yet at all. All right. Steel.
We all got cut on.
You did, and you guys got
Yeah, but we already rolled it.
tests for
Steel.
those.
True.
Yeah, and I don't think
What's meeting a hag raven?
meeting a night hag. Encountering an
night hag,
intelligent, sentient that's non-humanoid.
She was flexing her vines at me. I don't know if that's anything.
Well, yeah, that's weird. Weird low-grade supernatural phenomena. Ob 1.
Do you even lift, bro?
Do you even lift, bro? I think the real question here is one of grief.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What did I do?
Where's my griefs? Where's my griefs tests?
Yo.
Let's see.
Excuse me, sorry. Did you go against an instinct, LaHarris?
Actually, I think I did.
That's an ob 1.
Oh yeah.
Is-
Going against an instinct is ob 1.
But let me see.
What's your grief?
Yeah. Ob 1's not going to do anything for me.
Is your grief 5 or higher already?
Yeah, it's 5 right now.
Okay. So you need 4 or 5. Well, you got your killing last session.
Yeah.
Losing a friend due to separation or imprisonment.
How about being personally betrayed by a friend? Is that something that would apply here?
I don't.
Do I feel like I've been betrayed by my friend?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
feel like that would kind of roll up into the I've killed someone because that's what it stems from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you already get your ob 5 grief for betraying a belief?
Oh yeah, I got that.
Oh, that's betraying a
Oh,
belief a
betraying
second
belief
time.
Once is op 3.
Right.
It's a second time. Op 5.
Yeah.
Well, I did one. Yeah, I did an ob 4 last time, killing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was my ob 4.
Yep. Okay. So there. For some reason, I thought that there was one for being imprisoned, but it's losing someone else.
There is one for being in prison for a crime you did not commit.
Right. Oh yeah,
But I don't know if it counts as being
because you
actively busted in.
yeah you voluntarily.
It's not being in prison. It's just like, oops, we're stuck.
Okay.
We're not imprisoned.
So yeah, for next time I'd planned on a trait vote. Do we need to hold off until we kind of get out
Should a trade vote happen at a downtime?
End of next session, I think, makes sense. Because if Shamshield does, like, hey, do X and you get your shot back, we're back to the status quo, but a ton of shit has changed. It makes sense to do a resource cycle. But we've already done one, haven't we?
Yeah, we don't need to do another resource cycle. I just I know we're in that time space where we've been playing long enough that we need to evaluate the characters and take a look at what's going on there. We don't need to do a resources cycle, but it's also an involved process, and like playing an entire session and then trying to do it at the end is
Doesn't fly.
no. So I guess that was what I was getting at, because we know there's not
Like
going to be a
trait vote is
session
basically a session.
next week because I won't be here.
Let's get out of our current predicament and then do
and then trait vote from there.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
We need to have Neil play a bit.
Hey, I gotta ask you, has
Yeah.
LaHarris, now that she's dead and she thinks she's cursed and she's like, has she actually given up hope
I don't know yet.
about stuff? Because if you choose to give up hope, that's an ob 10 grief test. for you,
That's
my
true.
friend. If you're like, nothing's gonna work, doesn't matter. Here's a challenging grief test.
I don't think I'm there yet.
You have not yet given up hope.
I haven't thought about giving up hope yet. I've been too busy.
Ooh.
I can't wait. I cannot wait until you fulfill that belief next time. I'm gonna tell people how bad you are. Oh, I got the perfect response for that shit. Ah, I can't wait.
Sweet. Okay, well, I guess
I-
that's going to do it for tonight.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for having us, Sean.
Always.
And
Always.
have a good week off next week.
Yes, have fun.
Yeah, that's Bleeze will be awesome.
Yes, please. You better believe it.
Get out.
That's two.
That's
There's
true.
the door.
I can't handle that. I gotta go.
I can't believe you said that. I just That's my one. And I'm out. Good night.